Hey Steve, what's going on? This is the almighty WWE champion. Hey man, I heard you had this new YouTube channel, Hill Stevens. I just want to give you a shout out. I'm going to go check it out. And I think everybody else needs to make sure to tune into Around the Point because we've been contracted. And if you don't tune in, you're going to get some business from the Herb business.
Oh boy. What up, everybody? What is going on? You know, I'm going to be honest. I did not think that I'd still be playing Bobby Lashley as WWE champion doing my intro for the channel for the stream up until this point. And there's a big possibility that come after SummerSlam, I'm still going to be playing that intro. But we shall see. Anyway, guys, what is going on? What is up, everybody? How are you? Hi. How you doing? This is a live Saturday night. That's right. This is not normal for me. Usually on Saturdays, I'm out and about, like the kids would say, right? But I'm actually home tonight because I have work tomorrow early in the morning. And honestly, not for nothing, I just felt like staying in tonight. It happens. I think for some of us out there, it just happens. You just want to stay in one Saturday out of the other. You just want to stay in, you know what I'm saying? And just enjoy or relax, you know, if you would rest the body and all that stuff, right? It's been a crazy week. Been a crazy fucking week. But we are live. This is a live Saturday edition of Around the Point. Not only are we live on YouTube, but we're also live over on twitch.tv/Around the Point. Now, I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Also, check us out over on Twitch. Hit the follow button. We're trying to become a Twitch affiliate. The plan is to start doing our live reaction streams over on Twitch. That is the plan. So we hope that you do so. All right. But here I am. I'm tired as all hell. I got the game fuel ready to go. This week is just regular Charge Original Do of game fuel. All right. But we got everyone tuning in. We got people in the chat right now kicking in as well. But as you guys already know, you know the fucking vibe. It's me, it's Steve. But I am not alone here. I'm here joined by the good brother all the way in beautiful Sacramento, California. He is my John Draper to my wrestling soup. The one, the only, Dave fucking Sack. Dave, what's going on, brother man?
Well, it seems like WWE knew my birthday was coming up, and they just said, "Here you go. Here's our gift to you."
Here you go, pal. Here you go, pal. Here you go, pal. God damn.
Yeah.
What's going on, pal? What's wrong, pal? Are you not?
Exactly.
Are you not entertained, pal? Are you not happy, pal? Well, I gotta make a phone call, pal. Hey Terry, how are you, pal?
You're gonna have to get that wrestling bear on the phone because this is today's news. Is just
Let's get into it. I just want to do this Vince parody because I've been doing that at work. Like I have a coworker at work who's a wrestling fan also, and we go back and forth and shit, right? Granted, he hasn't really watched in a long time, but he's more to like the independent AEW New Japan side of things, right? But when we'll talk, like instead of saying, "Hey, yo, what up?" we'll be like, "What's going on, pal?" We'll hit the Vince impersonation, right? What's going on, pal? How are you, pal? God damn it, pal!
You think you're gonna reach that brass ring today?
And then
well, you're not.
And then I'd be like, "Hey Terry, how are you, Terry? Listen, you know that Joe on Hawaii we got on the show, right? Roman Reigns, yeah. Well, so SummerSlam coming up. If we can't get John, I'm gonna need you to drop the leg, and it's over. You know, come on, Terry. It's easy." But
I don't even want to think of that.
You get the gist, though, right? Just envision a fucking 70-year-old Hulk Hogan with again the equipment now off his back, right? Dropping a leg. But that's just sort of another day. Okay. My week has been crazy. Last week I went to an independent show. I went to WrestlePro here in this New Jersey independent promotion, ran, believe it or not, by the good brother himself, KM, Superstar KM from Impact.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember KM.
He runs WrestlePro basically.
Okay, that's cool.
Good guy. Very cool. Yeah, I had a fun time. See, when you go to these indie shows, like, listen, we'll get into the Bray Wyatt thing in just a sec. I need you guys to relax, okay? Take it. We're gonna get to it. Okay. I had a fun time going to WrestlePro. You guys already know that I am going to be going to these wrestling shows coming up. I hope. Keyword, I hope. With the way things are going, I don't know, but
We got strand 2 here in the U.S. and a third strand in the U.K.
Well, but here's the thing. I want to hold on to the faith. You know what I mean? I want to, in a way. Now, listen, I had a fun time at WrestlePro. It was an outdoor event. Just cool. You know, my first wrestling show in the entire calendar year that I went to. The main event was a triple threat. It was Eddie Edwards from Impact Wrestling going up against Aaron Rourke versus Matt McIntosh for the WrestlePro Silver Championship. Okay.
Was the crowd better than the crowd at that rap festival on SmackDown from last week?
Well, they were into it.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
But here's the thing, though. Just wrestling with a crowd in general is great. Like, I know people are gonna crap on the Rolling Loud from last week, and I get it. But the visual looked amazing.
I think the problem was it wasn't promoted.
The problem was people were looking more forward to seeing Bobby Shmurda than they were to see Bianca Belair versus Carmella, or the Street Profits, or versus fucking Montez Ford versus fucking Chad Gable. Who I
imagine if they could have got a cameo, even just to hype up the match of Cardi B, knowing she's doing the theme for SummerSlam. If she was just there to say, "Hey, you guys here? You guys ready for some wrestling or something?" And then she left.
Here's the thing, though. You gotta understand something. The people that go to that festival, Rolling Loud, don't give a fuck about pro wrestling.
Of course they don't.
They don't give a fuck. But anyway, I don't want to get into that real quick. So I had a fun time at WrestlePro. I did. I was planning on doing a vlog, but I'm gonna be honest. I haven't done a vlog in 2.5 years. At the last second, it's like I just wasn't feeling it. I think what it is, and don't get me wrong. Listen, I don't want to brag. I don't want to be that dude that brags and shit. But I feel like for a guy who hasn't vlogged for almost 2.5 years, I feel like my vlog can still hang. And again, listen, I've seen people vlogging at current shows and shit like that, and it's great and all. It's great, but don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
Don't do it. You gonna do it?
I don't know. But again, it's one of those things. Again, as you get older, it's like, really? People will be like, who the fuck is this guy putting a camera out? What the fuck? It happens. You know what I mean? It happens. So there was that. I thought, again, Eddie Edwards from Impact showing up was great. I'll say this. After all these years, I will say Eddie Edwards has the best chop in the business. One of the best chops. Yes, he does, bro. He's had it for years, dude. Even when he was in Ring of Honor as part of the American Wolves, Eddie always had a vicious chop. So did Roddy. All these guys had vicious chops, bro.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second, all right, bro? Give me 1 second. Just talk for a little bit. I gotta think of
Yeah. It's funny that he
hold it down, all right?
Okay, no problem. He's talking about Eddie Edwards, and it's like Eddie Edwards to me is like he's still a great performer, but he's just a polar opposite of what he used to be. You know, it's like last weekend, and I know I'll talk about this more with Steve briefly when he comes back, but last weekend was MLW aired their Battle Riot, which is like their equivalent of the Royal Rumble. And Davey Richards joined MLW, and so he was in the match. And it's just like he kept that American Wolf style of technical wrestling. And like when Eddie joined Impact, he had that style at first, but it's like he slowly more and more evolved into Tommy Dreamer, into like this hardcore brawler. And it's just like I don't know if that was like to play it safe from to avoid more injuries or anything like that, but it just really showed that like I hate saying this, but it kind of felt like wasted potential in my opinion. Um, and I mean, like I think it was really cool. I think it's cool that Steve got to go to an indie show. You know, I've been to one personally myself on the West Coast a couple years back, and I saw. It's always fun to see certain people who aren't on TV or aren't making it big yet, and then like maybe a year or two later, you see them on TV, and you're like, yeah, man, I knew he had it in it. Like I remember this one indie show I went to. Main event was Pentagon versus Jeff Cobb. They were already on Lucha Underground, and I know like M Dog Matt Cross was on that card too. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is just like someone who was on the card who wasn't on TV yet was Will Hobbs, and I remember shaking hands and meeting with doing a meet and greet after the event, and I was just like, man, good match. Yeah, shook his hands, and I just really told him I was like, dude, I just can tell as a fan. I know you have it, and like I know like you got potential, and like you're definitely going places. And as a fan, to know that, and then to see him on TV now, like I love seeing that and having that feeling. And like another person on that card was Jungle Boy, who teamed with Jacob Fatu. Little did I know, Jacob Fatu becomes the world champ over at MLW, and Jungle Boy is one of the most over acts in AEW. I think indie shows, to me, the vibe is very, how do I put this? It's very college football or college basketball. There is so much more energy from the crowd and more respect for it than even big pro wrestling like AEW or WWE or anything. But the only reason I say that is because you know everybody involved is hungrier. They want it more than anybody else to get to that next level. Even if at the next level, eventually they may get, you know, like mistreated or whatever. They just know they got there. Steve, you back?
I'm back, brother, man. Thank you for holding it
All
down.
right.
Give me 1 second again. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Hold
That's
it down.
cool. Yeah. In other news, real quick before I get back to wrestling. So, this is my birthday weekend. This is one of the first things I get to do to celebrate my birthday coming Monday. I'll be 33. Happy birthday to me. You know, whatever is going on in the wrestling world is a very interesting gift from our companies of AEW and WWE and everywhere else.
I'm back, bro. So what were you into, bro? What were you into?
Okay, so first, I talked a little bit about the polar opposite of like Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, like how they were as the Wolves, and then how Eddie became like basically a new Tommy Dreamer.
That's the thing too. Like again, when you're watching Eddie wrestle live, it's like, bro, he let himself go. Like, Bubba, this ain't it.
I don't like to be mean and say wasted potential, but it kind of comes off like that.
Happy B-Day. Whose birthday is it, yo? We're in the chat.
It's Monday. Monday's gonna be my birthday.
Romeo, Bob, we got Romeo in the chat from True Heel Heat, guys. Go check them out. They are awesome. All right. We also got Chief here. I used to watch your vlogs. They were always great, entertaining. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I get my mojo back by the time we hit AEW and MSG and all that shit. We got Big Mike also. Yo, on Twitch. Again, guys, we're live on YouTube and Twitch. Just let me say that right now. We're live on 2 platforms, all right? We got also Polar Family here. Every single WWE fan at this point must be wondering when they'll find the people who have had these recent great ideas. We'll get into that in a little bit too. But even that, like, even Eddie letting himself go a little bit, his style is not what it used to be. His chop is still the best, bro. You know, it's crazy. People will say, oh, Walter has the best chops, right?
No, Walter has the best, like, abuse to your body.
But But we're talking about chops right now. We're talking about fucking chops right now.
Like he literally slaps your chest.
But
that's pretty.
But right now, Walter right now has the best chops in the business.
Right.
Some people will say, "Oh no, it's Roddy," because Roddy also has a good chop.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? Some people will even say, you know, if you want to go serious with it, Kobashi. Again, it's an open discussion, or if not Flair, but Flair, I feel like, woo,
you can't include him anymore. Like I mean, his is legendary, but it's just like, and even Charlotte's is good, but it's just like Ric Flair's is legendary, but don't count it for the current era because he's done.
Yeah, because in this match, right, Eddie's chopping the fuck out of Aaron Rourke, right? His chest is like just all beaten red. Like, damn, bro. But Eddie won. Eddie got the win. But overall, I had a fun time. Okay. I got home. Well, you know, we'll get into that in a little bit. So let's get into the big news today.
One quick thing I did want to say that when I was holding it down, I mentioned how one of the special things about indie shows is like you get to see talent that isn't on your TV yet, and then that feeling when like maybe a year or two later they're on TV and you're just like, yep, I knew they had it. Like, was there anybody who really caught your eye at that indie show who's not really there yet? Who you're like, you know what, that's someone I'm going to see on my TV in about 2 years? DJ
Crawford.
Okay.
It's funny because he wrestled Casey Navarro at the show. And Casey Navarro signed with MLW. He was part of the Battle Pride. So he's one of those guys like, yeah, you know what? Is this guy? I get the feeling. Also, the other thing too, like, I don't know about you guys in the comment threads chatting as well, if you like. Who are guys that are who's a wrestler, independent wrestler from your local scene, right? From your neck of the woods, right? That you would like to see get an opportunity on AEW Dark, if you will. Chime in and all that fun stuff. But let's get into the big news. Okay. I want to get this into an hour. Again, I got to work. Okay. I was planning on doing this on Sunday, but plans change. The big Darius Carter from Romeo. He's another one. So Bray Wyatt is no longer with WWE. I'm sure you all heard the news. It's funny because I was expecting today be a slow day.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things and you just don't see it coming.
I did not see it coming, and you know what's fucking crazy? I watch Talking Smack every week, and like they had a commercial for the championship belts, and you know how like normally, rather it be commercials or whatever, they flicker through different superstars. Yeah. They ended with the Fiend on the commercial. Last face you see is the Fiend, and I was just like, oh man,
so
like that hurt.
So WWE issued this, you know, we were releasing Bray Wyatt, Brendan Rotunda, we wish the best of luck in future endeavors. We hear that all the time. You hear that shit all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. But I'll be real about it. I wasn't expecting it. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Listen, I know a lot of people are going to I know a lot of the experts are going to sit there and say, oh, you know, he's been ruined since Saudi Arabia. Bill Goldberg did this and he killed him in the desert, right? Bruh. Here's the thing. Yeah. Yes, I'm not going to deny you. The guy's talented. His promos were always unique. His character was unique. I'm not denying you that.
Yeah.
But after WrestleMania 30, he never recovered.
No, you're not wrong about that. And it's like...
Listen, it's a domino effect. WrestleMania 30, he shouldn't be in Cena. That video package with Eminem,
yeah,
right? It's like, oh shit, and he had that amazing entrance.
Oh my god, like the dancing lady that could have been Sister
Abigail. They had the band who performed.
No, I know. There was a lady dancing right before the band played. Like she was like a voodoo witch lady. Kind of reminded me of Roxy Laveau from TNA. Like literally right before the band played. Like look it back up. But anyways, yeah, that was, they let him go, and the excuse they use, I don't buy it.
I heard budget cuts, but yet I heard reports that they're making a shitload of money.
Yeah,
off Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, BS to me. Do you think his case might be similar to Braun's? Because I heard a lot that when Braun re-signed, he didn't do one of those deals where it's like you can later negotiate for like you could later take a pay cut to stay.
Well, here's the thing. Before I get into, I want to read this comment here. Romeo writes here, the feud with Cena was good stuff. I'll agree with you on that. The kid with the sheet mask, I was there, bro. I was there. Extreme Rules 2014 at the Izod Center, which is now a fucking mall. Okay, which is great though, bro. They got Nickelodeon Studios at this mall.
Okay,
I'm cool with it, bro. That being said, I remember it was Cena and Bray in the steel cage. And you knew what was going to happen. You knew Bray was going to get the win. Okay, he lost at WrestleMania. He's about to win. And they're like, oh, shit, they're about to really do it. They close, they you know, the lights, right? The lights go off. Yeah. There's a kid literally literally on the door just singing, he's got the whole world, but in that deep voice. Yeah. It was crazy. But yes, you know, the internet, even then, were like upset. Oh, this does nothing. This is bullshit. And it happened. Listen, he never recovered. Even after, like, think about the domino effect, right? The domino effect. Lose to Cena, lose to Taker, right? One of his guys gets jobbed out by The Rock at WrestleMania 30, which I was at, by the way.
Match.
Loses to Randy Orton. Loses the WWE title to Randy Orton at WrestleMania 33. At 34, what did he do at 34? He was in a fucking battle royale.
Oh, yeah. He helped Matt Hardy.
With Matt Hardy. 35, he wasn't even on the fucking show.
That's sad, yeah.
If I remember. 36, yes, you know, he was the world, you know, he lost in Saudi Arabia.
And then
he was going to work a match with Cena, so we thought.
Whatever you want to call what that was cinematic. So
yeah, but still, the idea was, hey, before COVID, right, in a stadium, right, them two going at it, the Fiend, right. And here's the thing, I love the Fiend. When it debuted at SummerSlam 2019 against Finn Balor, right, even though there were talks of Balor and Fiend going, Balor as a Demon King going up against Sister Abigail and all that shit.
That was weird. That was weird.
I mean, about like there they are, the boys. There they are, true heel heats. Guys, go check them out. They do amazing stuff. The Wyatt family never recovered from the Cena feud, but they got him back to prominence with the Fiend. That then botched that shit too. And they're not wrong, bro.
Yeah, like what's sad is like the Fiend technically was supposed to become his redemption gimmick. Like literally. His first few feuds were going to be, okay, I'm going after everybody who, like, regular Bray Wyatt or maybe even Husky Harris, like, fucked them over. And, it would have made sense because his thing was about the Fiend never forgets. He gets it done. And so, lost to Cena. He beat Cena. You know, it's like, okay, the Orton feud. That should have just ended with him manhandling Orton. Like, that really should, and then, to include Alexa Bliss, just I don't like to talk about that anymore.
We'll get into it in a little bit too, because apparently there's a lot of people. Again,
a lot of people are praising them.
The community are expressing their opinions as we speak. You know, but back to what you were saying about Bray and I guess Braun, right? About the releases, I thought honestly Braun was a real budget cut.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like.
The contract thing that he didn't. He didn't agree to. Like when he re-signed, he didn't agree to the thing of later on throughout your contract, if there is financial difficulties within the company, then they can keep you, but they're going to lower your pay. You know, it's like he's stuck at one solid thing, and when they just couldn't do it, they cut him. I wonder. That's what I was wondering about Bray, if that's a possibility when he signed his last contract, or if this is I don't know if he's going to open up about this, and I'm really curious about it.
I don't think he's that kind of guy, to be honest. I don't think Bray's that kind of guy to shoot interviews. or the Talk is Jericho podcast, and just I don't think that's gonna happen unless
I think
W. Which but
yeah.
I think personally though the Bray Wyatt thing is them basically saying, you know what, we have nothing for you right now.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I personally feel, honestly, he was still not mentally there after the passing of Brody Lee. You guys know it took an effect on him. That was like one of his brothers almost.
Yeah.
For again, when you're a performer and you lose somebody that you hold to a high, high regard and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like to recover from that. Look at Benoit.
Oh yeah, 1 year later. It was
when Eddie died, he wasn't there. Granted, he performed like it was nothing wrong with him, but behind the scenes, you saw what it did to him.
Yep.
The ring showed that. With Bray, again, we didn't know. Granted, we knew he wasn't. Again, he wasn't right, but at least the WWE allowed him to take time off. They allowed him to take time off, so it seems. And now it's like, listen, bro, we're just letting you go now.
Well, let me throw this out there. Let me throw this out there because everybody's instantly like, oh, I want to see a lot of people. Well, just with anybody who leaves now, I want to see that person in AEW, because of the ability that there. I guess a lot of talent just get that creative freedom. That's cool. But do you think, out of all the releases that we've had since last year, this year, we've only had one case. Well, two technically, if you include Drake Maverick. Do you think this could be the third case out of the releases where it's like he's gone, but the door is open, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him in a couple months, like they did Samoa Joe?
It's possible, but again, to go back to what I'm saying, is he really ready to come back?
I don't think he is, and I think that's why they might have done it.
And I think if that's the case, I think that's fucked up. If you're that's fucked up.
There's been like word that he was prepping to come back in August.
There was talks about that, yeah. But again, the thing though, again, there's a lot of things going on right now, right?
Yeah.
All these talks of financial and shit, right? It doesn't make sense that their excuse of budget cuts makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? Again, I heard there was a conference call about the financial quarters. I'm not an expert in that shit. Right. I'm not going to talk to you guys about the financial cuts because that's not my thing. There's other shows that will do that. Mm-hmm. And they'll do a better job than we will when it comes to that type of shit. But it sucks. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are putting the blame on Alexa Bliss. No, don't do that.
I don't blame her. I just don't like. I personally just don't like the fact that that's something you blame creative. She makes the best out of what she's given, as any wrestler.
With that, and by the way, we got another comment here. We're all sports ball. Raleigh writes here. I'm gonna just call you Raleigh. Okay, I'm gonna just call you Raleigh. Okay. Hi guys. Like the stream from the UK. What's up? Yeah, we got the UK support. What a shock! Bray release. Not very nice. Not very nice people being. Not very nice people being horrible. Blaming Alexa. Not nice. Leave her alone. But be nice. Be nice to people. And that's the thing too. So I guess what this whole thing started, as you guys know, yes, Alexa Bliss became, I guess, the Fiend, right, and all that stuff, and took the gimmick and all that shit. And it's funny because, again, everyone's expressing their opinions, right? Yeah, all people within the community, even wrestlers, express how they felt about this whole thing. And the one thing that caught my eye is Mickie James.
She's very outspoken. I'm just all
Oh, there he is. Hey, Chase.
Maybe Chase has a good 10 cents about
Chase. I can't hear you, by the way, bro.
Let me in.
Let me in.
The AEW thing is going to be something like open the door. Open the door.
We're in.
We're in. How you been, Chase? How you been?
Good. I'm just here for a minute. The video game character Usman Nurmagomedov is going to be fighting soon for Bellator MMA, and Uriah Hall and Sean Strickland are scrapping.
Oh man, do you think if I end this stream like in 30 minutes or so, I'll have time to watch Patricio Pitbull and McGee?
Oh yeah. Because the first fight was a quick knockout. The second fight was just Khabib, because Khabib's other cousin. I don't know how many cousins Khabib has, but this is his other cousin laid on top of Brett Primus for 3 rounds. No, 2 rounds, and then now Usman's fighting, and Usman is just like, I don't. Usman Nurmagomedov, he's probably the best out of all the Khabib clones. He's better than Islam Makhachev, in my personal opinion. The current UFC number 4 fighter. So. But we'll see that. We'll see him. He's up next.
So it's funny because we were talking about this whole Bray Wyatt thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's people just giving their thoughts in the community, and then again, even the wrestlers, you see this nowadays with wrestlers when they tweet out, when big breaking releases happen, right? They express how they feel. One person in particular was Mickie James. You guys know, right? Former women's champion, knockouts champion, right? She's married to Nick Aldis. Let me put my hat on correctly, God damn it. And she's about to do this whole tournament with the NWA. So she expressed how she felt about Bray Wyatt getting released. And it says the following quote. I think what she quote tweeted, by the way. She quote tweeted. It said the following quote. I think what you meant to say was, thank you so much for coming up with such an incredible gimmick time and time again. One so cool and over. We really didn't know how to book it right. So we gave it to someone else, and we can still make all the money off of it and let you go with the little emojis. So people were assuming that, she's taking jabs to Alexa Bliss. And
man, no way. Wrestling Twitter assuming shit? I would never have guessed.
And people were just going off like, Alexa, how dare you, this and that, or putting the blame on her, right? First off, let me just say this. I'm a fan of Mickie James. I look forward to seeing this tournament. The NWA and Power, right? Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay? Despite the participants' contractual statuses, right? But this wasn't it. This wasn't it.
Look, I'll say this about Bray Wyatt. Did he have the thing is this. I see 2 different takes, and I agree with both takes. I agree actually with both takes on this. There are the people who have the takes that the WWE ruined Bray Wyatt. That Bray Wyatt should have been so much more than he was, and it was because of WWE's booking. But then I see the people's other takes where they're saying, yo, Bray Wyatt wasn't really that good to begin with. Y'all people just overhyped him and overrated him because y'all haven't seen a good promo in so many years. And I can see that take. I can understand where people are coming from when they say that. I'm not mad when people say that because I'm kind of in the middle of Bray Wyatt. There's times where I say, yes, WWE really didn't do him any favors. But then I say to myself, there's times where Bray Wyatt's not doing any favors. I'm not on Twitter, but on Facebook, I follow the Solid Monster group. So I've been getting my news about this from here. And apparently, shout out to those guys. I don't have to pay.
Fan page is toxic. I love the Solid Monster. His Facebook group though is toxic as shit, bro.
Oh, I know. I'm saying that's how I get the news. I only comment when I want to comment on stuff that I don't have to talk to wrestling fans about. But so shout out to them because you don't have to pay $5 for Fightful Select. But apparently, someone posted the thing that Bray didn't want to listen to storyline ideas, and if it didn't, and that's the thing. Look, I get it. It is creative, frustrating working for WWE. I'm not trying to deny that. I've never worked there and stuff like that. But it seems like Bray Wyatt is like that quarterback in the NFL that has too much control, that has too much say how the play call works, and sometimes that's to your detriment. And I feel like Bray Wyatt, I feel like he's just difficult to work with. In my personal opinion, the way I was reading this, I was like, yo, man, this fool seems like he's so difficult. Like I get it, not every idea is going to be great, but it's not like a lot of his ideas were great either. Like, let's keep it a buck. No one was saying Sister Abigail was awesome. That was one of the shittiest teams ever. Like, everyone but you, Roman. Whose idea was that? Maybe his or freaking WWE's. If it turned out to be Bray Wyatt's, that was a terrible idea. Either too. That's why what I'm trying to say is that the Bray Wyatt, like, he's a solid talent. Like, the thing about Bray, he's always sucked in the ring. I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, well, they're gonna miss Bray. He had a presence. I'm like, bro, once the bell run, you know when Adam Cole says, how do you make me feel special? You ring the freaking bell. Well, once you ring the freaking bell for Bray Wyatt, dude, name me a match. Name me a match that's not a tag match you can remember Bray Wyatt having off the top of your head. I think the only ones people will say are the Cena match, where Cena threw the steps at his head, that hardcore match. And the only reason why I remember that is because Cena almost murdered the man. And then Daniel Bryan, both Bryan matches at the Rumble. Those are the only Bray Wyatt matches that come to my mind.
I don't want to bring it up because it's even a nightmare to me, but even memorable, like, for the gimmick of the Fiend of no selling and shit until that Hell in a Cell. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. No, but that's like, I'm talking about like memorable for like I'm talking about memorable for like, you know, like, oh shit, like I'm gonna go rewatch this Bray Wyatt match. Memorable. It's like, look, we Steven and I and everyone here, sometimes we do joke about the moves and the matches, but hey, at least you can turn on, like, look, I can turn on Buddy Murphy versus Ali from like 205 Live 2 years ago and rewatch that match. I could turn on Cedric Alexander versus Kota Ibushi and watch from the Cruiserweight Classic and watch that match. Like, there's matches that you can go back and watch. Heck, this year, I think my most rewatched match this year was Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. That's a great match. Kevin Owens. You can name more memorable Kevin. You know what? Sami Zayn. I can, not counting NXT, main roster Sami Zayn, I can name you more memorable matches than all of Bray Wyatt's main roster career. And keep in mind, this dude worked with all the Shield boys. He worked with Cena. He worked with Undertaker. He worked with Randy Orton. He worked with Chris Jericho. I bet you Steven's like, well, he had a feud with Chris Jericho. What the fuck? Yeah, he had a feud with Chris Jericho. Do y'all not remember WrestleMania 32? He came out to confront The Rock. No one remembers that shit. I only remember that because The Rock had the greatest match in WrestleMania history.
I just mentioned Rock. I just mentioned that earlier. Like, you look back at what I said earlier, how him losing the Cena was like the domino effect.
Yeah.
Right. All this shit happened to him. Right. People ask, like, well, what happened had he beaten Cena at WrestleMania 30? Which I think we can all say, hey, that should have happened. But that's now or here or there. Now,
yeah, I feel like the problem with the thing was he should have beat Cena at WrestleMania 30, but the problem is that they were clearly stuck on Cena versus Brock at SummerSlam. That had to be either Cena versus Brock or Bryan versus Brock. They were clearly stuck on Cena doing something bigger at SummerSlam. And like, no offense to Bray Wyatt, he's not really a guy that you're gonna have Cena lose to at Mania. You know, like, no offense, it's just how it is. Like, it should be that Bray would win, but then again, it's like, you know, sometimes you make mistakes. They're not the only, like, WWE, every wrestling company makes shitty mistakes, man. Like, let's just be real. But, you know, that's not like the worst for Bray Wyatt, in my personal opinion. Like, why did Bray Wyatt lose to fucking Randy Orton at WrestleMania? I feel like that's a bigger loss than anything. Or even Taker. Why is it that Bray Wyatt literally carried the feud with Undertaker, was going boogly boogly, the new face of fear? He was doing everything. Undertaker stayed at home. How come Bray Wyatt couldn't get one win over Taker at Mania? The streak mystique was already broken, and then at least then and there you could have gotten a few more matches out of Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. I don't know. To me personally, that's where they messed up with Bray. It was like, not really to Cena. They could have gave him Undertaker win, and that would have helped, because like the Fiend. I will say this: I did like the Fiend. I think the Fiend was really well executed in the beginning. It just came to like once again. You ring that bell, and then you actually watch him wrestle, and then it's like they had a good gimmick, but like the no selling stuff, that doesn't work in modern wrestling, unfortunately. Like these characters that are out there. I mean, look at an AEW Abandon. Like that girl should be very much more featured than she is. Whatever, I don't care what her name is, but yeah. Isn't that her name, Abandon? Yeah. But yeah,
Abandoned.
whatever. It's abandoned to me, man. I read it as abandoned. But yeah, like those characters just don't work because they're so limited. There's only so much you can do with the Fiend character, and I felt like they were gonna have a good ending for it. But you know, like the pandemic happened and everything, and you even saw people saying all the rumors that John Cena was going to be possessed by the Fiend, and I'm like, bro, dude, John Cena's not going to be possessed by no damn Fiend, dude. Get out of here with that. But it is interesting they didn't use his real name. That's the only thing I'll say about the release. They didn't use his real name; they used his gimmick name. When have they ever just used the gimmick name, like just the gimmick name?
Let me see.
You guys notice that? Like they just called Bray Wyatt. They didn't say Barry Rotundo, whatever, or Mike Rotundo, whatever his name is. They didn't call him like Wyndham Rotunda. They didn't say his actual name. They just said Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Do you think it's a possibility? It's like Sin Cara. You know, the original Sin Cara got let go, but someone else played the character. Do you think there's a possibility that, hey, someone is gonna play the Fiend character going forward?
Oh yeah, dude, you can put anyone in the Fiend costume. Yeah, that's not hard. Hey, maybe Cena, maybe the theory are true. Maybe Cena wants to come back as the Fiend. You have to get rid of Bray Wyatt first.
Or maybe so basically the Fiend becomes the new Suicide for
yeah. Just put on the stupid costume. You don't have to do the fun out. Hey, who knows? Maybe Bray Wyatt's like, maybe this is another twist. And I'm not saying it is, but it would be kind of weird if it was. But maybe this is another Bray Wyatt creative idea. Maybe like, hey, Vince, with all the budget cuts, why don't you let me go? And Vince is like, oh, I don't want to let you go, pal. I really like you, Bray. No. You let Bray Wyatt go. You didn't let Husky Harris go. You didn't let the Fiend go. And then Vince is just like, whatever, fuck it. Who knows? But hey, dude, Vince said that he wants to give AEW talent, so he's giving more talent to AEW. So
that was a precursor. He did. Yeah.
Reading the comments,
that was the most insulting thing he's ever said, dude. He's all like, "Oh, I don't know where AEW's at it from a talent perspective." So yeah. I guess we could give him more of our talent. Hey, and you know what? That's good. I don't know. I feel like Vince has some money in AEW, man. Come on, like, how are you letting these people go to AEW like this? I don't know. It's just too hard for me to believe that they just. You know,
so you think it's basically them working the internet in a way that
no. I just think he has some money into it. I think he has some form of money into the company that maybe even Tony Khan doesn't know about. You know,
possibly. Like I said before, I'm reading the comments here as well. You guys again are awesome as always. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Romeo right here. I understand what Mickey was saying though. Was trying to say though. What's up, Steven, Chase, and Dave from Everything Pro Wrestling. Romy writes here, same company who tried to convince you Razor, Ramon, and Diesel still existed after Hall and Nash left, LMAO. Ty 1822, it's okay. It's Ty okay. Then we dropped the ball on Bray Wyatt with stupid booking decisions, okay. That's true, Chase. That's true, too, Chase, the domino effect. Hey, what's up from Eric Clark? Silver Surfer right here. Just sorry, bro. I'm just a little depressed. I hope that you feel better, man. Cheer up. And all that fun stuff. Is Bray going to AEW though? I don't know about that.
It's a good possibility because like his 90 days is what up October 31st.
Ooh, so, Halloween.
Yeah, you can have some fun with that. Rampage.
LOL, Chase, no lie, but you look like McLovin, LOL.
And I'm growing out my hair for a bit. So.
Wow. Do you? Because like I threw this to Steve, Chase. I want to throw it at you. Do you think because they're using the term budget cuts as the excuse for letting go Bray? Do you think maybe with Bray's contract he did similar to Braun Strowman? Because there was the rumor that when Braun re-signed his last contract, he did like they have some type of deal or something where if you sign it,
Oh yeah,
like
this could be.
your
I,
pay,
I like to call these baseball deals. You know,
yeah,
like in the MLB, sometimes what teams will do is like they'll trade players and they'll be like, "Hey, we're trading you to this team. We want you back next year if you want to come back, but we just need, but you're just worth some value. And don't worry, this team is going to help you win." And you can come back to us. Like a lot of baseball teams do this, and I want to be like Bronze Care Bear. Care Bear, like there was no way I don't think he would have gone to any other company. One, his asking price was probably too high for a lot of companies, and two, he just doesn't fit. Like AEW doesn't fit with what they want to
Hey Chase, can you please bring Colby Covington? I want to be happy again, lol.
Thank you so much for the $3 donation, guys. Again, if you guys want to leave a donation, it's completely optional. We do have the Streamlabs enabled. Again, guys, you want to leave a donation. We have all the labels right there in the description box. I do say that I recommend you guys leave that $10 donation. It's fucking funny. I'm just saying, okay? And there he is. Well.
Hello, nerds and virgins. It's your favorite welterweight champion, the next welterweight champion, Colby Chaos Covington here. Fuck you, Kamaru Usman. You're dead, Usman. You're dead. By the way, Bane Energy, the best drink that you could have on the market with these nerds and virgins. Tonight is Bella Shits, 2-6, whatever, and some overgrown light heavyweights are fighting. I don't know. These guys are such bums. I just don't have time. I'm at MMA Masters. I'm training with the best training, Colby Covington Incorporated. I can't wait. Steven, what are you talking about today? What's on the agenda today, Steven?
Well, Mr. Covington, sir, let me just say it's an honor to have you on. A true patriotic American. I know you got a big title fight coming up against Marty Fake Newsman.
Marty Fake Newsman, dude. The CEO of EPO, he over there faking nut shots, saying I poked him in the eye when I actually didn't. And, you know, it is what it is. But Mark Not So Gooder is not going to be there. It's going to be great, Steven. Like he beat me on my worst day. That was his best day, Steven. I don't think people understand it. That was Marty's best day. That was my worst. I had food poisoning. I ate some chicken, and the UFC Performance Institute even said so. So, yeah, you know, Steven, it's just been hard. But thankfully, you know, after I beat Tyquil Woodley, I went on and I waited. Street Judas Jorge Masvidal ducked me. Dustin Soyboy Sourier ducked me, and now it's finally getting that fight with the CEO of EPO. And you know, he needed a pay raise. He was so afraid to fight me because he knows this will be the last fight of his career. That if I beat him so bad, he might not even get a trilogy. We might not get a trilogy. And that's what Marty Fake Newsman does, guys. He's the CEO of EPO. He's a guy that lies to you. He lies to you. He lies to your mother. He lies to his wife. He lies to his kids. Like, he might retire after I beat him and rob you guys of what could be the greatest trilogy in mixed martial arts history.
You know, the call for Silver Surfer. Hey, Colby, how can Steven get girls?
What Steven needs to do is lose some fucking weight first. I mean, I hate to say it, Steven, but you're just looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy and not in a good way. He's cute. You're just over here looking like a puffer fish. I need you to, like, you know, maybe instead of heel Steven, you should be called Fluffy Steven. I don't know.
I got a question. So your next fight, any predictions or knockout or submission, TKO? What do you got?
I'm making Marty Fake Newsman go to the doctor. He is going to tell the doctor he can't fight anymore. I am going to beat him up so bad that he's going to tell his corner, throw in the towel, I can't do it. And then he's going to be in the hospital for the next week or so.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is great. This is great. Also, Mr. Covington, that just talks of the fight happening at the world most famous arena, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, and my man, Mr. Trump, he might be there, and it'll be great when he's there cheering me on. I think we also got a bunch of lightweight hillbillies fighting underneath us. Mikey Sandler and the inbred Justin. So I'm very excited. And of course, Usman, once again, he needs all the help in the world. Of course, they're going to put his training partner on the same card as me. But yeah, that's just Marty Fake Newsman for you. Needing all the help in the world. Having to help with that inbred Justin, whatever his face is.
Colby, what are your thoughts on Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley?
I hope I'm Tyron Woodley's father, and I told him that he could go fight this fight, and I wish him nothing but the best. But I think Jake Paul's smart. He's taking a guy that's on a 5-fight losing streak and just hasn't been in the best form, best shape. Jake Paul's in the best shape of his career, so I think, unfortunately, I would like Tyron to win, but it's just that Jake is in better shape.
Is Colby Trump 2024?
We're always Trump 2024 in this house, baby. Come on. He's currently still our president today. Like, we're fighting the votes right now. Bain Energy is helping fight the votes. Come on.
I love this. I fucking love this, man. We hope.
Colby, are you a supporter of the future founding fathers of America? Like, are you a supporter of what could possibly happen in America being a purge?
A purge? Look, I don't live in fantasies. I live in reality, and the reality is, if there's a purge going to happen, it's because Sleepy Creepy in the office is going to make it happen. I mean, he promised all these students, free student loans. He promised like all these new jobs and stuff, but the job market has been worse, Dave. I mean, really, it's just been worse since that man has taken over office. And these students are still broke. They still can't pay off their student loans, and they can't find jobs to pay off their student loans because Sleepy Creepy caused this. And when Sleepy Creepy and Scamala Harris are in the office, we all know that they're not going to be able to take care of us. And I hate to say it, but that's just how it is. People just read the fake news agenda. When Donald Trump with his dragon energy was in the office, Donald Trump was getting the job done, and a lot of people just don't want to admit it, but that's just how it is. And you guys just need to wake up and realize, and put your feelings aside, and just be happy that we had this man in the office. But now you guys voted with your feelings, and this is the result you're getting: Sleepy Creepy and stuff. So yeah, if there's a purge, it's because of Sleepy Creepy. But if Dragon Energy, Donald Trump, or any other great right winger was in the office, I don't think this would happen.
Is Colby double vaccinated?
You couldn't put that in me if you wanted. The only thing I'm vaccinated with is Bain Energy, baby.
And the Mamacitas.
Oh, the Mamacitas are vaccinated with my semen, of course.
Oh, this is great.
You want to say, look, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, I don't care. This whole, we can get into COVID another day after I beat Marty Fake Newsman. I wouldn't be surprised if his EPO is the reason why we have a pandemic, to be honest with you. You see how he looks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he had all these diseases and he's the one who started COVID,
Wow. This is I love Kobe. I love Kobe Covington.
Yeah, Steven, I found this nerd shirt. These nerds would like it. I found it at your guys' favorite spot, Snot Topic. And it was a training shirt that I was wearing. I think this is what you guys like to call Gun Club.
A gun club? Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I guarantee you, it was, you're the first guy to not buy in a 2XL.
Oh no, Steven, I'm medium/small. I don't wear 2XL like most of you wrestling fans.
I can relate. This was fun. Darn Kobe. Hey Kobe, quick question. Is Mike Tenay a virgin?
I don't even know who he is, so he has to be a virgin. I don't know this guy. Who is he?
He used to work for Impact Wrestling, the company that you used to be.
The company that my best friend Bobby Lashley was the champion for?
Forever.
Yeah, he's currently the WWE champion. I'm so proud of Bobby Lashley. But we all know, I saw that he's facing that Oldberg at SummerSlam. And really, to be honest, hey, Bobby, if I didn't have to beat up, CEO of EPO, I would be in your corner, and we would take that old man to the retirement home. Send him with Tyquil Woodley, send him with Street Judas Masvidal, and send him with Dustin Soy Boy Sourier to retirement.
There you go. There you go.
Lashley needs to come out to SummerSlam with the full American Top Team. Like he used to.
I don't work with American Top Team anymore. Dan Lambert, he's a good guy, no ill will, but you know, they're animals over there, Steven. They're animals. You know, when I went to Brazil and I said you filthy animals and stuff, I wasn't like, you know, lying. I wasn't making that up. You know, there's a lot of animals in the training camp, and you know, I would be training, just doing my thing, and then Dustin Soyboy Soria would be like, "It's on site, Colby. It's on site," but he wouldn't do anything. He was just sitting there. He was just like looking at me, and I was like, "Dude, are you gonna punch me or what?" And he just didn't do it. He just kept making these ugly faces, and then he said "and knew" and ran away like a little soy boy that he is. And then, you know, Street Judas, he throws up these gang signs and acts like he's so tough, but you know, I know how he is. He's counting how many times he masturbates in a day. He's over there, you know, barely making weight. He's eating McDonald's for breakfast. He's eating Oreos, thinking he's some tough badass when he like he was talking about how Marty, you know, was faking a takedown to go for that right hand. No, you just suck, and you just freaking walked into that right hand, you Street Judas bum. You're a 50-50 fighter at best. Why don't you go fight Conman McGregor, and then you can call yourself a career and avoid your real daddy and avoid the guy. Like, you turned down the fight 3 times. You know it, George. You know it, but it's all right, you know. He was someone that I considered a best friend, but not so much anymore, because, you know, best friends, you know, they don't do what he does, man. So yeah, but you know, they want to talk shit about me saying I call the cops. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm a trained fighter. I fight in the cage for money. I'm not gonna fight you on the street. You guys are the ones saying you want to fight me on the street. You guys say it's on site, but you don't do shit. So yeah, fuck both of them, man.
Yeah.
Kobe, I got one last question for you. Do you have a message for your former American Top Team partner, who apparently, I guess he retired and is a full-time wrestler now, in King Mo?
Oh, King Mo, yeah, very good wrestler. Helped me out with a lot of my fights, actually. Improved me and got me better. You know, me and King Mo are really good friends. Nothing but respect for him. He helped me up big time. I remember my first UFC loss was against Wally Alvarez, and I took that fight on short notice with a hurt rib. And King Mo, he taught me ways to make sure I would never be put in that position again. He's the reason why I was able to take a fight like Robbie Lawler on short notice. But yeah, King Mo's great, and whatever he does, he's going to be a champion, that's for sure.
Hey, Colby, what's your thoughts on Under Armour? No comment.
I think a robot has taken over. This show is so much more rinkier than Submission Radio.
Wait, that was from a guy named... I'm done. Oh, we got like some chick still in the chat.
I didn't even see what happened, Steven.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Under Armour?
Under Armour is not the brand that I get sponsored by. I like Venom. Venom is a great brand, and I mostly train in Nikes, to be honest with you.
He trains in Nikes, folks. He trains in Nikes.
Remember, I gotta leave soon. I gotta get that bedroom cardio in, and you know, it's almost time to watch these losers at Bella shit fight.
Oh yeah,
no problem. It was nice having you on, Kobe.
Thank you. Yes, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone. Remember, go Kobe Chaos Covington and fuck Marty Fake Newsman. And after I win the UFC belt, I'll be on the Heel Steven channel again, and we'll be celebrating. And even if I lose, you know, I'll come on and I'll be an honest man. And I'll tell you guys what happened between me and Marty Fake Newsman.
Indeed, Kobe. All right, Kobe. Nice having you.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Hey, remember Bane Energy? Put me back on the big screen. What the fuck are you doing, Fluffy Steven? Bane Energy, you know, this is one of the new flavors that came out this summer. You guys got to have it. It's the best way. All you nerds and virgins need to work out anyways. This is the best way for you to work out. Drink yourself a Bane Energy during your workout, and then you can look as good as me, Chaos Covington, baby. Get yourself a mamacita. Anyways, it's time for some bedroom cardio, baby.
Be Kobe. Be
wow.
Oh man,
wow.
that was great.
It was. All this talk about energy drinks, dude. It made me remember last year. Remember that one energy drink WWE used to plug, like they did the Stacker 2 commercials.
Yes,
I found that, like, it's still in stores.
I believe it. Do people still drink it? I don't know.
Like, I found it at the 99-cent store.
But back to this though, real quick. So Mickey James said this, right? We talked about this earlier until Kobe showed up. And people have been going off on Alexa, right? Because they felt that, hey, she stole the gimmick. But then she wrote this. This isn't against Alexa. I love her. She's an incredible performer who is killing in the role that she was given. And she always does. We as artists take every role we are given and turn it into gold. He, she, they both did that. Like it, not facts are facts. Sorry if that offends you. You see, again, I'm a fan. Again, damage is already done. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Damage is done. I mean, the idealism. Wait, go ahead.
The MNW network is here. He mentally built different.
I mean, the idealism of like within the wrestling business is like you make chicken salad out of chicken shit, no matter what is given to you. If you got the opportunity to be creative and you get approved with your creativity, by all means, make the best of it. But a lot of times, it's not with what you got; it's what you're given. And what Mickey said, I mean, like, no, I don't
hate the girl. I don't hate the girl.
I don't hate Alexa. I don't hate Mickey. I mean, Mickey probably that's a shot at like the company, like for that type of shit.
Exactly. And Chase,
I don't know.
Chase, you missed it, man. We had Colby Covington on the show, man.
Oh, wow, no way. Colby Covington was on?
Yeah, we had Colby. You were doing a Q&A with the fans, yo. You answering questions. Talk about Bella shits and Marty fake newsman and
damn.
Is that
go ahead?
Is that a Ballard Club shirt, Chase? You got on?
No, it's a Bullet Club t-shirt.
I ain't gonna listen. I said this already. I said it on Twitter a while ago. Someone gave me shit for it. The Bullet Club shirt now are gym shirts.
Yeah, no, this is a gym shirt. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Like, this is my pajama, I'm going to bed gym shirt type of shit. It's like they're good quality shirt. I'm telling you guys right now, Hot Topic, man. You guys will be surprised. They're now doing like buy one get three free, and you can get like 4 wrestling t-shirts for like $12.
The Hot Topic by where I live at, right? Where the mall I used to go to, probably my old house, right? They don't sell it. They don't have the AEW shirts anymore. It's like I went in there the other day.
I think AEW and Hot Topic are kind of done, to be honest. Because like I remember I was talking to someone who's a manager at one of the Hot Topics here in California, and I was like, hey, are you guys going to carry like the AEW shirts or the New Japan shirts anymore? And then she was like, well, we weren't even supposed to be carrying AEW shirts. We were like, it was like a New Japan deal. And I guess that deal kind of bled into the AEW deal. And I guess there was like some issues or something. And I guess Pro Wrestling Tees is trying to look to make it where they're the top spot to get the t-shirts or something. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, she just said that they didn't get a new shipment in. Like literally like the newest thing they got was like after Moxley won the title. And then that was it. And now like the only shirts that they have a lot of are the logo t-shirts, the Bullet Club t-shirts, like the OG Bullet Club t-shirts and like the Japanese variants. And then, all the other ones like Jay White's t-shirt and all that other stuff. So, and then they have all the elite t-shirts, like even when Marty was part of the elite. So they have those ones. So yeah, they're not carrying, they're not going to carry any new AEW t-shirts in the future. From what I understand, I guess they just haven't got orders, like, which makes sense. Like, like it was a good relationship, but like, if Pro Wrestling Tees makes those t-shirts, like, why wouldn't you want to make sure you make the most money possible off of it?
Facts, big facts.
And besides, the only t-shirt from AEW, I think, would sell from a casual perspective is the logo T-shirt. So you can keep that in stores. That's good because, like, you know, maybe some people want like a new logo T-shirt. You know,
Big facts.
Like my last thoughts in regards to like Bray Wyatt, and I wrote this earlier on the Fall Monsters page, is like I still have not watched any of the Undertaker specials. All right, and the reason why I haven't is because my mind still can't accept the fact that the last character.
Did Colby bring all these crazy fucking trolls? The fuck
I
is
don't
this?
I don't think so.
Even going through your channel.
I know. No, I seen it. I got people already in charge already. I got.
Okay, damn, dude, that's fucked up.
Listen,
By the way,
I know.
I just want.
I know who it's from. I know who it's from. I'm not gonna give their name out. I'm not doing that. I get it. It's not 2016 anymore. All right. I am not that other guy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. By the way, I hope people know. Like when I do Colby Covington on here, it's just an impression. It's not what I really think. The whole point of the impression is just to entertain and just do shit. So, first of all, I am double vaxxed. I don't want people to think I'm against vaccination or masking. I'm an independent. I do not give a fuck who's in office. I've said many times when talking about politics, the president is just a fucking mascot. And my mascot that I voted for this year was actually Joe Biden. So I voted for Joe Biden, and the reason being is I didn't trust Trump for another 4 years in office. I did not care what ideas he had. It was just for me. I could not trust that man in office being my mascot for the next 4 years because it didn't matter who was president, Joe Biden or President Trump. They both were going to be screwed by the House of Congress anyways. That's my political beliefs. I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but for the Colby Covington character that I play, I tend to just have fun and say because I have a lot of right-leaning friends. So and they're my friends still. I do not care what their political beliefs are. I think losing friends over politics is stupid as fuck. I feel like you should only lose friends if they threaten your family or anything of that nature. But yeah, so I have a lot of right-leaning friends, and the stuff they say is kind of just material for my Colby stuff. So I just wanted to make that clear because I didn't want people to think like, oh shit, Chase is so on point with Colby that's it. That's his that's what he believes. That's like, no, I just listen to interviews and stuff like that. So
and again, when he does, it's all parody. People need to understand that. Don't take it to, and again, I don't think all these comments are from that in particular. I know who it's from. I'm not going to say who it is. I'll tell you guys off the air. But it's again, we can move on. Let's move on from this, okay?
Yeah, I almost went to this Bellator card that's actually happening right now because it's in the forum. But I don't know, like the whole Delta variant thing, and also I'm trying to save up money for Vegas. I was like, man, dude, if I'm going to catch a Delta variant, I'll catch that shit in Vegas.
Man, you would have seen Salcedo over there, bro. Apparently, she's covering the event for Fightful MMA.
Oh, that's cool. I said hi.
I would have said hi too. Oh, but I wouldn't have been one of these creeps. I think you're beautiful. I think you're the thing. No, bro. I read you the thing. You know what I want to do?
No, I see the like. Look, I get it. She's a female covering wrestling, and I get it. You all don't see. Look. There's plenty, and this is no offense to Denise Salcedo. I'm just saying there are plenty of her out there. It's called going outside. Go to your local gym. You'll see plenty of Denise Salcedos working out there that you can call beautiful. All right, and trust me, trust me. A lot of people think, oh, these girls don't want to talk at the gym. Oh no, they do. They just wait for you guys to come first. I'm just giving y'all tips and stuff. I think someone asked Colby a question like, how can we make Steven not a virgin or something? Well, I'm helping you guys out not to be a virgins. Or stop being creepy. I get it. I'm pretty sure there are some comments she finds very, very nice. I won't deny that, Mac. I know women sometimes love it when guys do call them beautiful, even if it's not her significant other. I think she has a fiance. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's engaged.
Okay, she is engaged. All right. Yeah,
And I
but
guarantee you, we gotta say, I you know that song, baby, I will treat you better.
oh, God.
No, bro, there's dudes that do that shit, bro. There's dudes like that are stuck in the friend zone, right? And they're so bothered by I'm like, bruh,
Yo, here's the thing about the friend zone, dude.
you
If
can
you
get
don't
out
know,
of it.
you can get out of it easy. Yeah, you just gotta understand when to push, bro. People don't know that, but like, yeah, no, like, look, I friend zone girls. I've been friend zoned by girls. It is what it is. But I tell people all the time, man, like, just stop it. But yeah, no, with her, like, look, I get it. She's a girl. She covers wrestling. She's like on like how many shows she does, like 8 different shows or something. I don't watch many of them, like, just to be honest, because really, to be honest, like, when it comes to wrestling, like, look, for me, it's like this. When it comes to wrestling journalism, look, if you want to report it, that's cool, I guess. I don't care for your opinion on it, because then it makes your reporting look so shitty. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Like, look, you want to report the news? Don't review the shows. Don't do all this other shit, because then it makes your opinion. Then it makes your reporting just feel like opinions. I get it. You're actually reporting, but at the same time, I don't want to hear your opinions. Like that. That's just me. But I don't care for a lot of other TV shows on wrestling. So yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah. No, y'all need to lay off, dude. She's just a female.
And if you go to the nightclub, you'll see someone like Xenia. But that's the story of another day. I think she's cute. I think, hey man, listen, I bring that home to mom. It's over. Love for life. But anyway, that's around the point. Chase gets all the bitches from Silver Surfer.
I want to say that.
The friend Chase gets all the bitches. The friend zone is a terrible feeling. Yes, it is. But here's the thing, though. And it's a
terrible feeling if you make it. That's the thing.
But here's the thing, though. Like, listen, if you are just trying to hit it and leave, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no, that's what I tell guys too. And it's only terrible if you make it feel terrible too. Because a lot of guys that get stuck in, and I've been stuck in a friend zone too. But a lot of guys that like make it worse are the ones that just can't accept it, or just don't want to like look, I've had conversations with girls before too, like, yo, why am I stuck here? How come I can't get to the next level? And we had honest discussions, and really those honest discussions really helped me say, oh, okay, so this is what I need to do in the future. And keep in mind, just because you in the friend zone now, or just because like maybe you struck out 1-2 times with a girl or something, or a guy, we can't judge, it's 2021, just because you've been kind of like maybe stuck in that friend zone before and stuff like that, and maybe you got passed over once or twice, doesn't mean that they won't pass you over. Like there was this one coworker I had, like at this restaurant. There was this girl that he was stuck on. Her name was, I'm not gonna say her names actually, but he was stuck on. I actually hit that. I actually was like really close with that girl too, and he was nervous when I was talking to her, but I wasn't interested in her like that. It's like she was cool.
Did he show it in his body language? Did he show it in his body language?
Oh yeah. No, yeah. He was nervous because like the girl, because this girl was like a short little girl. She was flirty and stuff, and like I get along with the girls who are flirty, but like it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm flirting with them. It's just like my personality's out there.
You are,
yeah. It's just how I am. Yeah. And so so the thing is, like, he would be nervous and stuff like that, and then she would sometimes like she would like just like troll him and stuff like that with his emotions, and
because she knew what's up, like she knew. Yeah.
Oh no, she was kind of oblivious, but she didn't know. And I'll tell you what, man, because I worked at that place for a year. He got passed up 3 times. The first time was with her first long-term boyfriend, which was Frankie, and then afterwards she dated another coworker when I was there. Then they broke up. Then she dated this one guy for like 2 weeks, and then that was it. And then finally, she was like seeing him and this other guy, and then she said, you know what, I feel like I need to give him a chance. Like he's just been like I feel bad if I don't. Like she told me this because I was like, oh, that was cool what that one kid did, gave you flowers and shit. And then she goes, yeah, but I'm probably gonna say no. I'm like, oh really? Why? She goes like, I really have to give him a chance. You know, like I he's been with me for so long, and I just feel so bad that I always just like pass him over and stuff. So just know, man. No, I'm just letting you know, guys. This guy was obsessed with her since high school. They graduated high school in 2012. 3 years this fool was in the friend zone, and he got passed over once, twice, 3 times, and who knows how many hookups that bitch had in the meantime too. So I'm just telling y'all, don't be all upset about it. Just understand it, accept it. Hey, if you want to be upset, I'm just telling you guys right now, you can be upset, but don't be upset in front of her. Just go like, oh, just be happy for them. Be happy for them and say like, yo, you know, I'm always there for you type of thing. And then later on, put on that fake face. That's the thing is, because the thing is, they're gonna remember that shit. They're gonna sit there and remember that shit. That holy shit, you know, like, you know, he's never been like upset with me. He's always accepted my choices and stuff. Because that's what I told him too. I was like, yo, man, here's some tips, dude. Like I said, trust me, I've been in your situation before too. And like, because I told him the pros and the cons. I told him like, look, man, I was in your situation too. I was friend zoned by this one chick 2 years, and I was actually trying to go for it really hard. And then when I finally just kind of like accepted the fact that I was friend zoned, that's when she showed more interest in me. And then when we finally dated, I told him, man, like just wasn't a thing. Like we just didn't have that connection that I thought we would have just because we were friends. And, you know, I said, honestly, like I said, you just got to be ready for that portion of it too. But I told him, like, just support her, dude. Like, don't be upset about it. Like what I said, the thing is, like, those conversations that you had when she was upset, she's saying, oh, this is why I don't want to be, what's it called, dating you, dude, because like we have in these arguments already and we're not even a fucking couple, and I don't like these arguments. So just be happy for them, support them, let them be them, and hey, if it happens, it happens. You know, like, you know, this whole plenty what's it called, plenty fish in the sea thing, it's true. But hey, man, if you are obsessed with that one fish and you really want it, just know, man, you gotta try your best for it.
And I agree, but it's also like at my job. It's again, I work with a bunch of 18, 19-year-old kids fresh out of high school, right? They're about to go to college and shit, right? Mm-hmm. One coworker, I'm not gonna say his name, right? I'll put a fake name, right? Like Bill has a thing for a girl named Maria, right? Mm-hmm. And you can just tell by his expression, right? But Maria has a boyfriend, right? And I pulled him aside. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, listen, man, you 18 right now, bro. You young. At your age, bro, I wasn't about the committed life. I was about, you know, hit it and leave. Stick it and leave, right? I'm telling you now, bro. And again, a lot has changed. I get that. A lot has changed from when I was 18 to what the kids are today at 18 years old. I get that too. But I told him this too, like, yo, bro, you're about to go to college in a few weeks or so, whatever, right? I'm telling you right now, the moment you walk into college, bro, and again, I apologize in advance, but you're about to see a bunch of bitches, yo.
No.
Better than her, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, like that's the thing about college, dude. Like, if you that's the thing about college, that's your years to experience, and you can meet. And here's the thing too, dating apps are good too. Don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, I don't know. Trust me, dude. There's been times where I used to be so anti. Like you got to find the right dating app. I'm not a Tinder person. I don't think I don't like Tinder because a lot of times I get matched up with my friends and then we'll just fuck around on there. So we will just like talk and shit.
Or you get the premium Snapchat. Like you find you're talking, then you find out, oh yeah, but you know it's funny. I get what they because I know someone who operates a premium Snapchat, right? And what they basically do is it's a guy running the account. They'll go to a girl's OnlyFans. They'll screen record the clips and shit. They'll remove the watermark and pass it off as them. So when they get the bread,
yeah, no, you gotta just be smart when you're on those dating things. But yeah, no, like just final tip before I head off here is just just don't be afraid to try. If you don't want to try, that's on you. Don't be upset like, oh, I don't have a girl, I'm not getting pussy, bitch, because you're not trying. You can't be upset if you don't try. You know, like if you're not looking, they don't care. And trust me, man, you'll be surprised how many girls might be into you. Like Like the biggest thing is confidence, man. Like confidence is key. Like no girl likes a guy that's not confident. If you just be confident, they just automatically like you. It does not matter. And keep in mind too, women change their minds every day. If there's a single girl you like, dude, you may think that you're out of the running, but you never out of the running and stuff like that. And when a girl's set on something, just know you can change their mind. You just got to do the right things to change your mind.
That's why I always say too. And another thing also, if you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody, you gotta start off as friends. So if you're in the friend zone, that's where you want to be at first. You get to know each other, see what y'all like, what you don't like, go out for a couple dates, and then you see where you go. But at the end of the day, don't be a cunt. Get back in the hunt. There's plenty of girls out there. But anyway. It's cool. We talk about wrestling. We talk about dating tips and advice. We give you everything here. We give you everything.
My only 2 cents about the relationship stuff is like, this is just what I was told.
If it's Dave Sack, listen, if she a Trump supporter, it's over. If she a Trump supporter, it's over.
You know that. No, I was going to simply say, like, just some shared advice. Like, it's okay to be friends with a female, but at the same time, it's like, know your worth. No, I'm just saying. No, hold on. Let me just.
I was watching Bellator real quick because the main event's starting. So.
Oh shit! I'll catch the replay.
No, I was just gonna say, like, know, like, that you want to be a first choice, not just a last choice, a last resort. Why is it always like? Why do you want to? Why would you want to? And don't get me wrong. We all get sprung over that one chick every once in a while, and that's fine. But it's like it's a life lesson. But it's like, at the same time, do you really want to stick around years and years, being that friend, hearing about her complaining about another man or some stupid shit like that, and then eventually, like, because she finally decides, okay, after sleeping with him, and him, now I'm going to give you a chance. It's like, do you really want to be that guy?
No, but at the same time, here's the thing. The problem. The problem is too, a lot of guys nowadays are simps.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of guys are simps now. So, a girl can say the most simple shit in the world, and a guy catches feelings. That's the problem too. A lot of dudes nowadays catch feelings real quick. And I've been there too. I know what that's like. It's not pretty. Anyway, let's get back to some wrestling talk. All right. So, as far as Bray goes, listen, I know it's, oh my God, Bray Wyatt again. Holy shit. He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Okay. It sucks what happened, but he will be all right. Okay. He'll be fucking all right. Let's move on real quick. So, I'll be honest with you guys. I did watch part of Raw. I thought the show was meh, to be honest with you. Damian Priest wrestled Sheamus 1-on-1. It's funny though, because here's the thing about Damian Priest, okay? Great guy, great talent. Why the fuck does he still have the little box braid in the front of his head? I don't know. It looks stupid. Okay.
By the way, shout out to Sheamus. He posted online. Did he get married or engaged?
He got engaged.
Okay.
So there's that. So it looks like now Damian Priest is getting a shot at the U.S. title, likely at SummerSlam. Good for him. We had AJ Styles and Omos versus the Viking Raiders for the tag team titles. Omos, they tried to do a little trap on Omos, but it didn't work out in the long run. There was that. We had Drew McIntyre versus Veer. It went by disqualification. You guys remember the week before, Drew McIntyre chair shot at the fuck out of Shanky. What a weird fucking name. Tamina and Natalia beat Eva Marie and Doudrop. Whatever.
Injured.
Yeah. What happened?
Natalia got injured.
Apparently, yeah. Sucks. We had Damian Priest versus Keith Lee, because why the fuck not? And Priest finally
Cross and Keith Lee.
Yeah, Cross. I'm sorry. Cross got a win. Turns out Jeff Hardy tested positive for COVID-19, and he'll be out for probably one more week. There's that. I know people are upset
Rumor did state that there was going to be a rematch had Jeff not tested positive, and Jeff was going to win.
It happened. Listen, bro. Again, it go back to what I said last week with Cross. They're testing him to see. Okay, we're gonna put all these hurdles on top of you. It's your job to overcome this shit.
Well, do you think it's that, or do you think because I listen to Wrestling Soup. You know, you call me the John Draper.
Shout out to them, by the way. Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joe Numbers, awesome.
Well, Missionary said, and I kind of agree with this. Do you think it could have been more of a thing of they were building it like he was incomplete because like they debut him alone. You know, he doesn't have his full omniance and stuff. He's losing, and then comes Scarlet.
Maybe so.
Then,
I
kind of like that same Rusev Crush, you know, type of mentality.
Yeah, no. I mean, we'll have to wait it out and see what they do. But again, Keith Lee lost. People are upset. It is what it is at this point in juncture. What else happened on the show? I'm just going real quick. We had Mustafa Ali and Mansoor versus Mason T-Bar. Mason T-Bar lost. I'm not surprised again. Bobby Lashley went up against both Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin in a handicap match where Bobby obviously got the win. Riddle beat John Morrison, which apparently there's that as well. Reginald defeated Drew for the 24/7 championship. I'm gonna say this.
Gimmick, by the way, he's not French anymore. There was a post interview. I know this is fast forwarding to SmackDown, but completely scrapped the whole gimmick. He basically admitted that, like, you know, I've been a big WWE fan my whole life. And, like, I took an ad in the paper from Carmella. I would do anything to get in. And so, like, I used her and lied about being French. I'm not French. I'm from St. Louis. You know, I do the Cirque du Soleil, but it's just like...
So he finally spoke?
Yeah, he finally spoke. He did a full-on... He ditched the accent.
That's good for him. Good for him. Think about it. He fits in this scenario. He fits.
I love him.
I'll say this.
24.
His moveset, I'm telling you right now, he is about to be the most lit character on WWE 2K22.
That, and he's about to be the new Kofi come Royal Rumble.
I'm telling you guys right now, a lot of these call guys, bro, and we know some of these guys, they're gonna want to use his movesets. They're gonna want to use him. I'm telling you right now, it gave me vibes of Def Jam Fight for New York or Vendetta. I got those vibes almost. But anyway, there was that. And we had the main event, Charlotte Flair versus Nikki Ash, where Charlotte Flair pinned the Raw Women's Champion. After that, Nikki Cross challenged her to a match for next week. So there's that too.
Next week, it's no holds barred. And they already announced, despite all this, that the triple threat is happening at SummerSlam. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Nikki Ash.
It's like they're making Nikki Ash like the new Daniel Bryan, the female Daniel.
But I look at this and I see Benoit, HBK, Triple H. He's in the middle as champ, and it's like, I don't know.
Let's move on. Real quick, all right? NXT, I didn't really watch the entire show. I do know though what thing really matters right now, okay, is the fact that we're getting Joe versus Cross at TakeOver 36.
No Cross. Next week we get
and also
Johnny.
We have the turn of Dakota Kai on Raquel Gonzalez, which I expected. We're gonna get Diesel and Shawn at TakeOver, basically.
Right. Next week we get next week is the lover or leaver match, basically for my boy Dexter Lumis. He takes on Johnny Gargano.
Which they should say for TakeOver, honestly.
They should have, but you know how like they used to do it. They would have the TakeOver and then like kind of a special NXT to tie into it, like for their undercard. That it comes off like that vibe.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's read. So there's that. Okay. I don't know what Cameron Grimes did. I don't know what LA Knight did.
It was just a lot of he's at the golf course and he's doing the whole Butler thing and he's enjoying it.
Casey,
have a match.
I know they're doing the whole tournament as well. I know Josh Riggs debuts next week.
Yeah.
The former Evolve champion. I think he was he wasn't the last Evolve champion. What the fuck am I talking about here? Wait a minute. He was the last Evolve champion. What the fuck am I talking about here? The last Evolve champion in the breakout tournament. It's good for him. I know he's wrestling the guy that faced Adam Cole a couple weeks ago. I forgot his name already. I know I'm fucking.
Oh, and next week, Roderick Strong versus Bobby Fish.
Should be all right. The women's championship has been around for 5 years. Charlotte Flair is closer to becoming the 16-time champion. Woo.
They're only counting 11.
Looking forward to Samoa Joe's return to the ring. Can't wait, JoJo. I hope Natalia having ankle surgery on Friday. Probably offer to you for wish all the best in Natty. So let's get into the stuff that people want to talk into as well. Okay, so I talked about my experiences from last week Wrestle Pro and stuff, right? And I had a fun time. I also watched GCW Homecoming night 1.
Age.
Listen. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I am this expert on GCW, okay? I did watch both nights. I was stoned, okay? I'll say this, night 1, fucking Too Cold Scorpio at age in his 50s is still going at it, bro. At his age, right? Is still doing the fucking the flip leg drop.
Oh yeah,
which is fucking amazing, bro. At his age to do that shit. He wrestled with a mask on, but hey, it is what it is. Also on the show, we had the main event, obviously, of Nick Gage versus Matt Cardona, and I'm sure you all saw what happened right at the end of the match, right? Everyone thought, okay, it's just a one and done. That's it, right? Cardona just doing this, for the one time. That's it, right? And this happened at the end, as you guys see in the photo. Matt Cardona shocks everyone and wins the GCW World Championship with assist of the 440. There was that. People were like, wow. And as you saw in the photo, people were throwing shit in the ring. I'll say this. Last week, yes, they aired Battle Riot, right? I know last week as well, Shingo Takagi defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi, right? And that's all great. But the MVP of last week, Matt Cardona. Or how Soup does it. Matt Cardona.
That's a whole thing.
For me, he had again, let's be honest, and I said this on my video. I did a video on this, by the way. I did a video. I said this in the video. Let's be realistic about it. He did not have to do this.
Nope. But this is one of two things. It's one of two things, in my opinion. This is either a new gimmick of, like, I'm going to be a super troll and make you want to see me get my ass kicked type of gimmick, or this is the beginning of him transforming into this hardcore guy.
I don't think so. I just think, hey, listen, they needed shock value. They needed to end at least this weekend with a shock. And also the fact that, hey, this was done last Saturday, okay? The fact that the Wednesday after, Nick Gage is challenging Jericho in the Labor of Jericho match, right? And the no rules match. So if you're Brett Lauderdale, the guy that runs GCW, hey, I'm not going to have this guy go out there with the belt and lose Jericho. On national TV, yeah. That ain't happening.
So you think Cardona's going to drop it back to Gage pretty quick?
Who knows? But like I mentioned before, Matt Cardona did not have to do this.
He took an ass whooping though.
And again, when you think about it, right? This is Zack Ryder, right?
That's why everybody acted the way they did, because it was like literally saying, we're going to take a jobber. No disrespect to Matt Cardona, good guy. I've heard a lot of good things about him, but like from the indie fan perspective, you take the big top dog company in WWE and one of their littlest fish in their whole ocean, take him to an indie promotion, put him against the fan favorite top guy, and he beats him. And it's kind of that label of what does the world think of DCW then?
Not only does he beat him, but he took an ass. And I said this before, he didn't have to do this. When you think about it, Matt Cardona, and again, I'm not trying to disrespect GCW. I'm not. Or deathmatch wrestling.
Right.
But in reality, Matt Cardona is above all this shit.
Yeah, he is. You know, like even him doing Impact is above GCW.
But it's
You know,
still, but the reality is, again, here's a guy who's a millionaire, right? He's getting money left and right, right? People know who he is on a global level, right? Based on where he's been, right? Won all these championships.
Yeah.
I still remember WrestleMania 32 when he won the fucking ladder match, just lose the next day. I was there, but he did not have to do this shit.
Not at all.
But in result, it paid off.
Yeah, the whole world's talking about him still.
Now, that too, he was trending more than the UFC in the Olympics on that night. That says something right there, bro. That right there says something. Let that shit marinate for a second.
This is like his biggest moment of his career since that Mania win.
If you're GCW, you milk this shit for as long as you can. This is the best thing to happen to you guys right now. And I said this before, deathmatch wrestling is not my thing. Not my cup of tea when I'm sober.
Right.
But when I'm high, oh, bro, it's over.
Yeah.
Gage is my fucking guy. Which that being said, let's get into what happened on Wednesday Night Dynamite. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get to what happened on Wednesday Night Dynamite. Chris Jericho versus Nick Gage in the main event.
What was this, number 2 or 3 of the labors?
Labor number 2, right out of the gate. Nick Gage. And listen, I'm going to say this right now, okay? Nick Gage is the shits as an in-ring performer. Take away the fucking deathmatch shit. Take that away from him. He's not really good in the ring.
You know who he reminds me of? It reminded me of when they did the draft in WWE and the Sandman went to Raw. And then you just knew, like, from the fact that he was outside of his element, he wasn't that good.
But that being said, here's the thing, though. He has a following.
Oh, most definitely.
And it's funny because if you watch the show on Dynamite, fucking Justin Roberts does his introduction, right? And does the shittiest introduction I've seen. Now, if you watch the GCW, if you ever watch the GCW shows, you know MLJ, who's the ring announcer for GCW. Yeah. When he does the intro, he goes in. Have you ever heard it before?
I heard it when I watched the match. So
have you ever heard MLJ just go in?
No, other than that, this was my first GCW match I've ever watched.
Let me find you a clip. Fuck it, here we go. I'm gonna find you a clip here. Hold up. I wish the shit loaded faster. God damn it, yeah. But
so our wrestling gods, hopefully we don't get demonetized.
I doubt it, bro. Imagine if I did, that'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. You know, I always say I'm gonna save it, but I never fucking do. So let me just go to screen share. Let me just hold up.
I just need the audio. If you could just pull that up.
I'm putting the video there too. What the fuck? Fair use, damn it. Listen, bro, I'm not even making money on this channel, bro. I'm not even monetized on this channel. But right. Fair use, damn it. Fair use, pal. Stop screen. Let me see your share screen. Chrome tab. Okay. Here we go. Here's the video. Hold up. Fucking. Do you hear it?
No, I don't hear it. It's still muted.
I'll stop screen. Let me play. Let me see if I can play this again. Share screen. All right.
Yeah, because like sometimes the videos are auto muted and do it. Little black circle, right? Yeah.
No, it is. For whatever reason.
Does it have no sound?
It does have sound, but I guess on my computer's being a bitch right now. Fuck it. I'll play it on my phone. I'll play this fucking phone, dude. Who gives a fuck right now? There's a play audio box you gotta check when you click the Chrome tab. StreamYard annoying. I know. Fuck it. I'll play it on my phone. Okay, just so you can hear when this guy goes in on the introduction for. But on that being said, share screens, Chrome tab, alert box widget, share audio. There you go. So again, guys, if you want to leave a donation, it's up to you guys. Okay, but here we go. Because the computer wants to be a little bitch. Because fucking StreamYards wants to be a bitch right now. This is intro.
That murder, death, kill gang worldwide, representing for all his boys locked in the fucking cell, Eastern Bloc.
That's the announcer?
That's it, yeah.
Oh. He's acting like he's part of that crew.
But he goes in, though. That's the thing about it, bro. He goes in on these intros.
Yeah. Oh, so he does that for everybody, not just Nick Gage?
No, just for him.
Oh, okay, then that means, Nick Gage.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
Wow. That reminds me of
compared to a fucking Justin Roberts did, dude. And I get it, dude. Here's the thing about it, okay? Compare the fact that Jericho took all these bumps for this guy.
He didn't need to do it.
Didn't have to do it either. Didn't have to do it.
Someone on Facebook said this is like a retirement tour right here for him.
Do I look at it like this, right? To me, Nick Gage, yes, he lost, right?
Yeah.
But in a way, he won.
There were a lot of people who didn't know who he was. Now they do.
So bad to the point where Domino's Pizza was upset with them because again, so they went to commercial break. You know, they do the whole picture in picture, right? They do the whole picture in picture, and there's he's slicing his head with the pizza cutter, and they show a Domino's commercial right next to them. It's hilarious. So it's Domino Pizza is like, yeah, they're upset with it. And again, I get it. I understand. But that being said, you know, it's one of those things where, and I said this earlier, Jericho did not have to do this.
I didn't.
Bro, the first spot of the match, Nick Gage cutting Jericho's arm with a pizza cutter.
Right.
Right out of the gate.
Right away.
Right out of the gate. The light tubes, the fucking glass table and shit. If you look at Nick Gage's body language in that match, he looked nervous.
That was probably the biggest crowd he ever had.
It is. Bro, dude, more eyeballs that bet on him any other time of his career, of his life, right? The biggest thing against arguably one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Let's be real. And listen, I know a lot of people out there who are big on that are diehard Nick Gage fans into the whole the whole deathmatch scene. Let's be realistic here. Nick Gage did not deserve to share the same ring with Matt Cardona. That being said, he didn't even deserve to share the same ring with Jericho, but he did. And his stock, win, lose, or draw, went up.
That Cardona match was on what day?
That was last Saturday.
Okay, so like in less than 5 days, in less than a week, he took on two people he shouldn't have ever been in the same arena with, basically.
Exactly.
You know, and so like that's an amazing. Like
it is. And again, I'm not trying to come on here and shit on the guy. I'm not. I'm just being realistic based off what I saw.
Yeah, that's stock rising, most definitely if you're invested.
But again, he's not the kind of guy that you know what I'm saying, that I'm putting in my brand or my promotion. That's like television on a weekly basis.
Right after that Jericho match. Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say, bro?
Just right after that Jericho match, because of like how violent it was, TNT they made a statement too.
But dude, it wasn't that violent though. Compare this to any other death match wrestling that you've seen in CZW.
Oh, no, I'm just saying among their TV.
Or hell, if you watch GC, I tell you what, try to find Homecoming night. I think it's night 2.
Okay.
Night 1 and night 2. Alex Colon versus Drew Parker.
Yeah.
Brutal death match. And mind you, I'm
Oh,
hot.
I believe you. I'm just saying from the perspective of what the company TNT saw, they don't ever want light bulbs in a match ever again on their product.
Well, Tony Khan did tell them what was going to happen, and they approved it. They approved it. They saw it. Yeah, again, he's a guy. Guarantee you, he's not going to get signed. I'll be shocked if he gets.
That was a one and done. The match itself, I've never seen Jericho in this type of predicament ever. Even I've seen his ECW stuff in it. He never got this hardcore in ECW. So this was this tore him up.
Exactly. And again, I'm not trying to shit on Nick Gage. Fun little fact. I know GCW, and I know Meltzer wrote some shit and people were mad at Meltzer. I personally feel Meltzer was working the internet.
I hope so, because that was very hypocritical with all the praise that he has for AEW, and a lot of those day one AEW guys are from GCW.
But I think I think it was Numba who said this on Wrestling Soup. I don't think Meltzer realizes that the fan base that is from GCW is the same fan base of AEW. They're the same. They're the same. But I don't think he realizes that. And it's not his fault. I think he's up there in age, just like all these old timers. But that being said, listen, at the end of the day, for Nick Gage, this is a fucking win.
Yeah.
Who would have thought we'd see the death match on national television on TV?
Okay, technically for Dynamite, this is 2 weeks in a row of death matches. Because the week prior, they did Moxley and Archer.
No, but we're talking like a full legitimate.
Yeah, this was real. They just didn't call it a death match. They just said
no rules match. A no rules match. But again, it's one of those things where I know a lot of you who are into the guy, a lot of you don't like him, like Jim Cornette. Oh, he's a bank robber. He's this and he's that. I did watch his Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, bro, it did not really bring a positive light on the wrestling business. It really did not. But it is what it is. It's real. That's what I can. And here's the thing about it. I come out of this being a Nick Gage fan. Listen, I'm not into the deathmatch shit but when I'm high, bro, and I hit the blunt, it's over. I'm into that shit, bro. Fun little fact: do you really want me to get into deathmatch wrestling? I have to be high. I can't watch it sober. Fun little fact: GCW. I mentioned this earlier. GCW is coming to New York the week that AEW is coming to Arthur Ashe in Queens. They're doing 2 shows. I'm hoping to go to one of them.
Yeah, that was that whole Matt Cardona match was just the commentary was all man, fuck you. They commentary ripped them apart.
That night 1, Colon versus Parker was wild, and I agree, it was fucking wild. Then night 2, Jimmy Lloyd versus this guy versus fucking Drew Parker. Drew Parker, who by the way is the ultraviolet champion in GCW, and he's also the Big Japan world champion. Let that sink in. The dude flew from Japan after competing in a death match. Flew to America, beat Alex Colon to win that title, and then the next night wrestled fucking Jimmy Lloyd. That's insane, dude. I couldn't do. Even if I was a wrestler and I wanted a payday or whatever the fuck it is, I wouldn't do it. Listen, it's not for me. I respect those that do it. I respect the wrestlers that do it. Gotta take a guts. If you listen to Chris Van Vliet's interview, Gage comes across as a chill, cool. He does. He's a very cool guy. I feel like honestly, he's down to earth. I feel like me and him, we get high, bro. It's over, bro.
There you go.
Really not into that either, but damn, between AEW and GCW so far, I've seen 6 this year.
Yeah.
Another thing too, I do plan on going to GCW. I know that again, like I mentioned before, doing a show in New York. I've never been to a GCW show. This will be the first time for me. Again, GCW, for a lot of people, listen, it's a hit or miss. If you're into it, awesome. If you're not, that's fine too. But it's not all deathmatch wrestling. They do have the work rate. They do have So, I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Because like it just all happened around like the same time period. Do you consider that Callahan Omega match basically in that same boat of death match? Because that was the most bloodiest I've seen Kenny Omega.
Not really. Again, it's Callahan know his place. He knows, okay, I'm not gonna really fucking hurt Omega to the point. Remember, he had to be on TV on Wednesday. You gotta remember.
True.
So,
But that's the majority of Impact's pre-tape. But whatever. There was just this not a gap, but like the opposite of a gap. It was just so much right together of like this hardcore deathmatch style of matches happening between Impact, GCW, Dynamite, just all jammed together, and I'm just like, man, like, are they just trying to make this the new thing right now, or what?
You gotta understand, bro. It's a vibe, bro. For a lot of people, man. Hey, listen, they try to get everybody into everything, which is cool.
Right.
That being said, I want to move on a little bit before we wrap this up. I did watch Battle Riot 3. The battle again. I'm a sucker for a good Royal Rumble.
Okay?
Oh yeah. I like the fact that we saw Davey Richards back. Davey, I feel like hasn't missed a fucking step. I'm amazed. I'm fucking amazed.
Started at number 1 and was there for like almost the whole thing.
It's kind of crazy. You think, right? With Tony Khan bringing in all these guys, right? The Bryans of the world. I'm kind of disappointed he didn't try to go after David Richards, bro. Because you need a balance. You need a balance. Yes, you have all these cosplay wrestlers, but I think someone like Davey. Can you imagine? And maybe we do get it. Who the fuck knows, right? Davey Richards versus Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Davey Richards versus Trevor Darby Allin, right? Davey.
That happened on Wednesday too. Yeah, I don't know if you want to get into that.
Also, we'll get into it real quick. So yeah, Darby Allin called out CM Punk. They announced that Rampage is going to be at the United Center on
August. What was it? 20th?
The day before SummerSlam. The day before SummerSlam. And people start chanting CM Punk. Now listen, I think it's great that they're going into the United Center. Now, my only issue is this. Okay, keep this in mind. They're going to the United Center, a building that fits 23,000 people as a capacity. Right?
Right.
The last week of August, almost the last week of August, so to say, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, a couple weeks after, they're back in Illinois, in Hoffman States for All Out in a smaller venue. There's talk that Punk may debut at the Rampage show. There's even talks now. I don't know if you heard this or not, but I'll get back into Battle Riot just a little bit, okay? But there's talks that Hangman Adam Page is no longer going to be involved in the world title picture. As you guys saw, he did lose that 5-on-5 match. So people are saying, hey, are we going to get Punk versus Omega? Maybe Bryan versus Omega? Listen, it doesn't shock me at all. At first, it kind of did. But then Chase made a valid point. Like, yo, they really did nothing with Hangman Page.
Yeah, they did.
And again, I get it. Oh, they're going back to the scene of the crime. 2 years later, he finally gets his win. But let's be realistic here. What has he done since that match? 2 years ago. Yes, he won the tag titles. I'll give you that. But after that, let's be real about it. Him pairing with Dark Order does nothing for him. Yeah,
that was too. I don't want to call Dark Order a sinking ship, but it was just like two downhills coming together.
But put it this way: Orange Cassidy has done more in 2 years than Hangman Page.
Jungle Boy
wrestled for the title, the world title, right? Wrestled Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Need I say more?
Right, you're right. Like, I think
span a couple of months. It's not like, oh my God, it was, but you kind of get the gist. I do think Hangman's time will come. It's just that right now it's not going to happen. And I think the idea of putting him now is way too soon. I think also the fact that, hey, you want to bring in casuals. I know AEW is all about the hardcore, fan base. That's fine and dandy, but you've been around now for 2 years. It's about time you start focusing on trying to get the casuals to tune in.
So with Hangman, do you think you have him chase for the TNT title, or do you have him have a big angle, one of the new guys coming in like Punk or Daniel?
No, I think what's gonna happen is we're probably gonna get Punk versus Trevor.
Okay.
Darby Allin, because of that promo. And I said this again. I was stoned when I said this shit. It makes sense in a way. I'm all for it. You think I think about this, right? Is Punk again? It's been 7 years since we've seen him wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really gonna allow him to still call himself the best in the world?
Yeah, that's Saudi Arabia Shawn Michaels shit right there. Like,
listen, I get it. Listen, it's something you put on a t-shirt and make money. I get that. It's a catchphrase. It's a nickname. But let's be realistic here. Is he still really the best in the world if he hasn't wrestled a match in 7 years that we know of? And the way I look at it, is pro wrestling in the last 7 years has evolved. The talent has evolved. So you want to see, hey, can Punk still hang?
Yeah, that's the message.
With in this case, someone like Darby Allin, who again has been killing it. Say what you want about him, right? But he's been tearing it up. I'm not denying that. So in a way, you put him in a match with CM Punk to see can Punk still hang with the best out there, right? And Darby is one of the best that AEW has right now.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? And that's what Punk is win. I would not mind seeing Darby be a heel. And no, I'm sorry, MNW Network. If they get Bray Wyatt, we could have Hangman busy with the feud and send Hangman off a major babyface while Bray takes over. At least that's the thing too, bro. The last thing, if I'm AEW, I'm not trying to bring in all these former WWE guys.
No, I agree about that. I think that we're at the point of enough. After Punk Daniel, you're gonna get your big pop from those two. A lot more eyes on the product, but
you're probably gonna break 2 million viewers. Yeah,
they're probably, and they're gonna guarantee sell out their for the remainder of the year of all their live tour spots. But it's just after that, it's not that people can't come in. It's just they've done it too much. It's I've kind of had that gut feeling for a while, and it's I think at some point, someone from within the company is already going to start to feel frustrated about this. One of those day one guys that is now they're forced to take a step back because, we signed Punk, we signed this person, we signed that person, we signed Malachi Black, this, that. And because of the name value from WWE, we're going to stick with them instead of continue to build up and establish
their own roster.
Right, exactly. And I think that's kind of a stupid thing. But, I mean, it is what it is in order to get the quick pop versus.
So there's that. I mean, there's that. Let's move on, okay? Let's move on from this. I do want to wrap this up.
You want to go back to Battle Riot or what?
Back to Battle Riot real quick. So I enjoyed it for what it was worth. It was cool to see wrestling back in front of a crowd. That was great to see.
Yeah.
But Davey going again, I'm surprised that AEW didn't approach him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised because I think Davey would have definitely, shined in AEW, and it could have been one of the serious guys that they bring in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But he hung in there from number one all the way almost till the end. The appearances here that surprised me too were Injustice.
Oh yeah, they're
Myron Reed and Jordan Oliver.
Right.
Good talent too. Great talent.
Thoughts on LAX 3.0?
Ah, bro, just put a ball on it. It's over. Listen,
I don't get it.
I get. Listen, maybe Conan owns the rights to the LAX name, and he can put whoever the fuck he wants. It's like Lance Von Erich almost. Like, yeah, like not a real Von Erich, but when I think of LAX, I don't think of these two. I don't think of fucking. To be fair with you, I don't even think of Santana and Ortiz. When I think of LAX, I think of Homicide Hernandez.
Right. Me too.
And of course, yes, MLW. Yes, Casey Navarro is an MLW. I wish him nothing but the best, Nate, in MLW. I think he's gonna kill it. But I do think, though, and again, I feel like also the result was predictable.
Yeah, because this would be their first title match that they're aiming for.
Not even that, but that Hammerstone has been killing it as the never open weight champion. My bad. What do they call it? I'm sorry. I said that never open weight champion. The national champion. The national.
Yeah, because the middleweight's like their light heavyweight or whatever.
Yeah, the national champion, right? Grand Slam. What the fuck they call it, right?
Yeah.
But you kind of knew, like, yo, it's gonna happen.
It was either gonna be him, that big dude who was eliminating everybody.
They got to think about this too. They got people locked in the deals for fucking
like 5 years.
Jacob Fatu? Oh, you ain't gonna see him. It's over. Nah,
that's how 2025 is he a free agent, I think. Yeah, because I one day we'll see who the real tribal chief is.
Nah, he's not, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think he's going to WWE. If AEW is still around, he's probably going to go over there. Not for nothing, too. I would love to see him in Japan. Him in New Japan?
Yeah.
Can you imagine some wild Samoan in New Japan? I know, obviously, fuck Tama Tonga and all that, but
that happened too. On that reminds me of Dynamite.
Yeah, heck, whatever.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Appeared. Tanahashi going to be challenging the champion in Japan, so there's that too. Just to get the belt back in Japan, but obviously Hammerstone did get the win, and the shot whenever he wants. Yeah,
and I mean, like, going into it prior, he wanted a shot, and like he's pitching for champion versus champion. Like, he's willing to put his title on the line, and the only thing is got to deal with Contra. That's the big heel faction over there.
I know. I know. At one time, he was part of a faction with MJF and fucking who's the other guy? He's the Caribbean champion.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The guy. Fuck, yo. I'm probably having a fucking brain fart right now. He's the guy with the AirPods.
Yeah.
Richard something. Yeah, there you go. Richard Holiday.
Richard Holiday.
Richard Holiday. There you go. Great guy. Great talent too. But we'll see what happens. It's funny. We talked about this earlier. The way he was doing the hulking up and all that shit, right? Flexing. I know there's still talks of a Hulk Hogan movie coming out. I think it's on Netflix, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they got the guy from Thor to be Hulk Hogan. I really think, honestly, Hammerstone would have been a better pick to be Hulk Hogan.
That's who Vice needs to go to if they're going to do that dark side of the ring on Hogan.
You think so?
If I'm Vice, that's who I would go to do the reenactments, because they always have like little reenactments, but they don't fully show the face or anything.
Yeah. Fun little fact: if you ever watched season 1, the episode on Bruiser Brody, it was played by Josephus.
Oh, wow!
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So you learn something new, buddy. Anyway, guys, listen, we've been letting out for 2 hours. I'm about to put a bow on this. Before I go away, I want to apologize to the comments that were posted in the stream. All right, it's not who we are. You guys know that already. Okay. It's trolls being trolls, man. You gotta roll with it. You know, you got to roll with the shit at the end of the day. They're going to happen. I assume, bro, your life must be fucking miserable. Your life must be fucking miserable. I hope the next time you fucking go to Wendy's, they put pubic hair in your fucking chicken sandwich. I'm just saying, bro. I hope the next time you go to fucking Wendy's, you order a fucking tropical berry, they fucking put a little spit shine in there. For me, but it is what it is. You know, you just roll with the punches, man. You roll with the punches. Again, to any young content creator out there that wants to do this shit, this is gonna happen. You gotta roll with it. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all again for tuning in tonight. It's officially Sunday. Fun little fact too, I've also been doing a lot of door dashing.
Oh, okay.
I've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying it. I've started on Monday. Again, to me, DoorDash is a side hustle. It's not like an actual job. You can make it a job. The thing is, you gotta be doing it every fucking day.
8 hours plus.
Hours plus. You know the right time to go, the right town to go to, the market, and all that shit. So there's that. But I have fun though. I have fun. I'm in my car. I'm driving and shit. I don't mind it. So that being said, guys, I'll talk about that probably more on next week's show. I don't know. That being said, guys, I want to thank you all again for tuning in and all that stuff. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. If you're on Twitch, please, I encourage you guys, hit the follow button on Twitch, twitch.tv/around the point. We are trying to become a Twitch affiliate. The goal is for SummerSlam to do the live reaction over on Twitch and also all out going forward. The goal is all the reaction stream for pay-per-views on Twitch. That is the goal. That is the goal. Okay? Going forward. So it's important. Again, guys, I can't stress this enough. I know YouTube is the main home, but also please show some love to Twitch. Hit the follow button. We're trying to become a Twitch affiliate. And I also have plans to bring back the throwback as a watch along and a lot of fun stuff too. Okay. So there's that. Please, again, do what I said. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hit the thumbs up. I want to thank Chase Covington, Colby Covington, Chase Oliver coming in as well. Big Mike for moderating the chat. Also, I want to thank Chief for moderating the chat as well. Everyone that tuned in tonight. We had literally who's who we had Ty. We had Ty 1822, Romeo from True Heel Heats, Everything Pro Wrestling, Eric, Silver Surfer. I hope Chase made your day. Lexington Steel, Dark Sage 9117 over on Twitch. You guys have been fucking awesome. All of you guys have been fucking awesome. All right. So with that being also the MWN Network. Again, I love all of you guys. All right. You guys are my guys. And ladies too. That I know we have women that listen to the show also. So that means, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here. Dave, let them know where can they check you out, bro. I know, again, you might be somewhere, bro.
No, I got my personal on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat, but I don't really post anything there yet.
Yeah,
and
you gotta put your snap code and shit, but it is what it is.
But yeah, I got that, and I don't know like what I'm gonna do social media wise from here on. Yeah.
So that being said, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here. It's Sunday. I have to be at work at fucking 10 in the morning, and then after that, after work, I'm doing some door dashing. So there's that. All right, y'all. We are out of here. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Peace out.